Yeah.
What is going on? What is going on out there in podcast land? It is your two favorite hills coming to you live like we like to do every Tuesday here on the Hills Hub and soon to be on TikTok and Twitch. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's what we're gonna try. We're gonna try to expand out a little bit. What's up, Wesley? What's up, baby?
What's going on, Wes? What's the word? What's going on, Gree?
He's always here.
We are locked in, my boy. Steelers. Talk about it, but now we are in here with your two favorite hills. You know, it's your boy Young
Yeah,
Nike fam, amazing one, and it is my boy Jay Dash Dubbin. Understood? How was your week, my boy?
that was pretty good. Other than Clemson and Titans, but I got a little bit of a good vibes last night when George Springer hit a 3-run homer to send Seattle home. So you know,
Talk about it. Talk about
I,
it.
I just, I mean, my thing is like he got drilled in the knee in game 6, I believe it was. Yeah, game 6. He got drilled in
Bearded,
the
my
knee.
boy.
He got drilled in the knee, or it's game 5, and the crowd in Seattle cheered like they erupted when it happened. So it was kind of poetic justice that he's the one that sent him packing.
That's crazy. All right. Well, y'all know how we do it. We got to start off our show, shouting out all our people that sponsors our show or that promotes our show. You know, we promote the people that promote us. And you are locked in with your two favorite hills right here on two hills shooting the shit.
With you.
Like we like to do every Tuesday. Shout out my boy Monkey Man over there talking monkey business. Make sure y'all check him out over there on YouTube at TMB with Monkey Man. Shout out my boy Beardy. Y'all just seen him right there. That's his comment. Very nice.
Yes. Yep.
Hey, make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to his channel. Shout out to my boy for show over there. Hold on, let me take this down.
He's here. He's in here too.
Yeah, I didn't even know for show was in here. Shout out to my boy for show over there for show TV. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in, like, share, and subscribe over there. Always great content. And shout out to huge supporter and friend of the show, Tiger Mike over there on Twitch. Get all your MLB the show and all your MLB streaming going on over there with Tiger Mike 84. Shouts out to you, my man. Oh, hold on.
That's right.
Take that down. All right, my boy, and screw baseball.
I mean, hey, the Astros aren't playing either, but hey.
Oh man, I'm about to miss the live. Hey, if y'all still live when we done, I'll hop in there. We got ourselves. Nah, for sure. I appreciate that. Always. Well, we appreciate that. My bad. So
We absolutely did. Well,
it is a lot going on the wrestling front this week, and we about to talk about it. It's a lot going on the wrestling front this week. It's a couple news, a couple notes going on that we'll discuss here in a brief moment. And I'm sure we're going to address the elephant in the room with the Andrade and the no compete situation. And we're definitely going to talk about Seth Rollins. So where you want to start first? Andrade or Seth?
let's go ahead and get Andrade out of the way.
All right. So I'm sure everybody, unless you've been living under a rock, understands what's going on with Andrade El Idolo. He appeared on what was that? All In or All Out? What was their last
It was Dynamite, wasn't it?
Oh wait, yeah, it was their anniversary show on Dynamite where he attacked Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you seen that, boop, he was gone. Just like that. Ain't seen him since. And word on the street is, according to TKO's new standard contracts, if you are fired with cause, you can have a non-compete up to 1 year. Now, we all know that back in the G, during Vince McMahon's WWE, it was a 90-day no compete. And if you was in NXT, it was a 30-day non-compete. But with TKO running the show, they're doing a 1 year. I mean, they can have you up to 1 year. Now I'm gonna read something to y'all that I took notes on in 1 second, and it's the exact terms of the contract. Now, WWE is not a stranger to these type of things, because if you remember in 2004, when Brock Lesnar wanted to go play football, he wanted to get out of the company so bad, he signed a 10-year non-compete, which he ended up taking to court, and they ended up ruling in his favor and ruling that to be unconstitutional to tell a man that he can't work in his line of profession for a decade. And yeah, as they say, the rest is history. Now we're here with Andrade. This is more reminiscent of the Jeff Hardy situation from 2021, when they thought he was back doing his drugging and thugging, and they thought he was trying to purposely get himself fired. Now, since TKO has taken over WWE, or a little bit before, but it's definitely in play now, they are no longer publicly announcing any wrestlers that violate their wellness policy. So, according to reports, Andrade has failed multiple wellness tests, and they believe that was just his way of trying to purposely get himself fired. Now, I'm gonna read a little terms of I'm gonna read a direct quote from the contract. Per Solomon's Sound Off, which he got it from Mike Johnson from the Pro Wrestling Insider, or what is it? Is he part of the Observer?
Who knows?
Nah, that's Wade Keller and Dave Meltzer.
Wade Keller, yeah.
But anyway, this is what it said. Hold on, I'm gonna have to zoom in 1 second. Upon termination of disagreement by promoter for breach of terms hereof, wrestler shall not work or appear or perform in any capacity for any professional wrestling, sports, entertainment, mixed martial arts, or ultimate fighting organization, promotion, or entity not owned or controlled by the promoter, which is WWE, TKO, for any affiliated or subsidiary company hereof, in the United States for a period of up to 1 year from the date of such expiration or termination, as specified by promoter in the notice of termination provided. However, that if no lesser period is specified by the promoter in that notice, hold on, we got the second part. Hold on. Yeah. And then there's also a quick follow-up that says, in no circumstances, whatsoever shall either party to this agreement be liable to the other party for any punitive or exemplary damages and all such damages, whether arising out of the breach of this agreement or otherwise, are expressly waived. In other words, his black ass ain't gonna be able to wrestle for almost a year if they really want to do that, because they definitely had cause to fire him. Because again, according to the WWE bylaws, you have 3 strikes. They call it the Randy Orton rule. If you violate the wellness policy 3 times, first time 30 days, second time 60 days, third time you're fired. So what you think about that? I know there was a lot to get through, but
I mean, he knew he had that in his contract, and he somehow still convinced Tony Khan to put him on TV.
And it sucks, because it really put Tony Khan in a very bad spot, because it looks like tampering, and he took Andrade at face value.
And it almost looked like Andrade was getting ready to start a program with Hangman Page over there,
and now you just shot an angle that you can't even pay off for maybe 90 days or a year.
And he could possibly take him to court and get it thrown out, but
right, but like they're saying, by time they do all the legislative litigation work, shit, the 90 days would be up. So I mean, or maybe the year would be up. So he might as well just sit this one out. Hey, call it an L, because he was booked for a lot of indie shows over the next 2 months, and now he got pulled from all of them.
Well, it's like what you said about Brock Lesnar earlier. The court determined that it was unconstitutional to tell a man that you can't, work and make a living in your profession for a decade.
10 years? Yeah.
For a decade. I mean, wouldn't that same thing apply with him? I mean, you're telling this man he can't work in his profession. He can't make a living in his profession for a year.
In the United States, correct?
In the United States. Oh, well, I mean, he could go overseas, I guess.
Yeah. Now the thing is though, a year is not as bad as 10 years. Now 10
No,
years
it's not.
that's
It's not.
definitely
But
unconstitutional.
see, Brock did that just so he could get out and go try to play football for the Vikings.
Go try to play football and didn't even make the team. But you know, we ain't shitting on Brock Lesnar.
Hey,
but
he made it as a free agent in Madden that year for one update.
he made it through the preseason. I mean, he made it up until the last cuts of the preseason, and he was what they call up out of there.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what you call a desperate measure.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, it's crazy because in 2004, you know, Vince, the WWE, they had a lot of money tied up in Brock Lesnar.
They did.
They put a lot of marketing behind him, millions of dollars.
Absolutely the next big thing.
Right. It's crazy to think Brock Lesnar now versus Brock Lesnar then.
Oh, my boy's drinking something a hell of a lot stronger than I am.
I need it.
We won't discuss the reason, but you can discuss.
We will Friday. We will Friday. Believe it. Believe it. But
all right, so
enough with Andrade. I mean, hopefully he works that out. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think it's unconstitutional for them to keep him out of the ring for a year, or should he just follow the terms of the contract in which he signed? This is exactly why your parents taught you when you was growing up.
I mean, you signed a contract.
You signed a contract. That's why they say read signature.
Read all that fine print before you sign that shit.
Where's your lawyer? That's what I'd ask. But that's just me. All right, let's go ahead on and move to Seth Rollins. And it is official. Seth Rollins is officially injured. He's officially had shoulder surgery. And the timetable of
there you go, Wesley. That's right.
Big O. If it's official, Seth Rollins have had shoulder surgery, and now the timetable is up in the air on how long he's going to be out. Some say past WrestleMania, some say right at WrestleMania.
Some people
Nikki.
Say, hey, Nikki, haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Some people say it could be 6 months to a year. Nobody really knows.
Nobody really knows. But we do know is that the World Heavyweight Championship is officially vacant. And right now, what we want to do is ask the people out there in podcast land, who do you think? I know we know who's going to fight for it, but I'm asking you, who do you think should be the World Heavyweight Champion right now?
No. They did LA Knight so fucking wrong last night. Like,
did they?
I think they did.
Bearded.
Once again, that's my opinion. Braun, not yet.
Why not? Why not? Give me a great reason why Braun Breaker should not be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Man, it's a little too soon, I think.
Is it? Like, what is he missing? He has the mouthpiece. He's not lacking in the ring. He is a presence. What is he lacking?
Yeah.
What is he lacking?
I seen that as well. I saw that as well. I'm
gonna tell you why I don't like that. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like this right here. I don't like that simply because it undermines Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar. I literally called his man Brock Lesnar. It undermines Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Like, you just spent You just spent the last 2 months making them stars. Like, again, like we said last week, Bronson Reed is the only man in professional wrestling that can hold his hands up and say, I pinned Okada and I pinned Roman Reigns in the last 5 years. Okay. Braun Breaker has ran through almost everybody on the roster outside of the top heels, obviously, because he's been booked as a heel this whole time. And right now, CM Punk, CM Punk don't need the World Heavyweight Championship right now. You see the title, so you see how we feel about Jey Uso being a World Heavyweight Champion right now. Bronson Reed, although he beat Roman Reigns, it's still too early for him to be the world champion. Braun Breaker has more cachet at this point.
Yeah. No.
Go
Okay.
ahead. What you about to say?
No, I'll concede. I'll concede.
And that's why I said, ask me what you asked me offline. Ask me that right now.
What was it that I asked you? I can't remember.
You was
I asked you a lot of shit. So
you did. You was like, damn. Nah, I can't remember. Fuck. You was like,
you said it have something to do with the match?
You said, yeah, it has something to do with the match of Saturday Night's Main Event. So obviously we know it's going to be CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. But this is how I see that match ending. Matter of fact, let's go ahead on and pull this up right now. Now, CM Punk, Jey Uso. Now, although I would have wanted an AJ Styles CM Punk match, I'm not mad you didn't, because the way you finna book this finish. You just kept Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed out of the World Heavyweight Championship Battle Royal, pretty much, right? They are your top heels on the show by proxy, right? So what's the number one way for them to continue their heel heat? You disrupt that match. That match is going to have a fuck finish to it.
See, I thought Dom was going to win last night, as Bearded just said. Dom. I really thought Dom was about to win. I mean,
you have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed kill the match. Everybody's laying. There is no finisher. There is no finish. The World Heavyweight Championship is still up in limbo going into Survivor Series. And there is the place you crown Braun Breaker as the new World Heavyweight Champion. Because think about this, y'all. Whoever wins this championship, let's say Saturday Night Main Event, the match goes clean, right? Let's say CM Punk or Jey Uso wins clean. You just gonna drop it to Braun Breaker. Remember what we said about Seth? How do you validate Seth being the top heel on the roster? You give him the championship. You give Braun the champion. What do you have to lose by giving him the championship? Because we're going to WrestleMania. And the big picture here let me do this. Yeah, very nice. The big picture for WrestleMania is Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns. Would have been Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, but for obvious reasons, Seth Rollins is out of the WrestleMania picture. You insert Braun Breaker where you would have had Seth Rollins. Therefore, you still continuing the course, just with different players. Let me get through some of these comments. My man by his side. We did, but exactly what was the shelf life of the vision with Seth Rollins being a figurehead? Like I told,
we were probably going to have them turn on him anyway, probably in January or February. So,
or the night after WrestleMania, because the rumored match, the penciled in match was Seth and Roman for the World Championship. So, which, side note, Roman Reigns has never beaten Seth Rollins in a one-on-one match. Side note. They probably going to fight each other for it. Well, it's probably earlier when I was.
Are you? No, you're right. Seth won that match against Roman during the Tribal Chief days by disqualification.
Roman has never beaten Seth in the match.
Okay.
And we're not going back to putting the world championship on Roman. So you knew Seth was going to walk out with that belt. Jay and his crew has heat with the Brawls already for a match to already be set up for Braun to be next in line. I can dig it.
So we're gonna fast track to Braun winning the
Braun
title.
what? I would, because what else do you have? And then what do you have to lose with that? I don't think you have anything to lose. You know, CM Punk is a star. Like that's given. Like he don't even need the world championship, to be honest. But somebody like Braun Breaker, it'll take him from being in the main event to being the main event. And look at how they've been talking about him on television. Look how Paul Heyman been talking about him. Future WrestleMania main eventer, future WWE champion. And they even said they're booking him to be like the next Roman Reigns. Dom is the new Jericho. In the sense that he can get anything over. You missed my Jimmy comment. Hold on, cuz.
I already posted it. It said let Jay get it, then have Jimmy beat him for it, and then give it to Braun. I don't like that.
That's a lot of hot potato with the title. And the Attitude Era with Vince Russo, that definitely would have happened. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, Jimmy, not. I even have a tough time seeing Jimmy Uso as the Intercontinental Champion, let alone the World Heavyweight Champion.
I can't say Jimmy Uso and World Champion in the same sentence.
Nah, not at all, man. Now, at least, let me put it like this: at least the way they book him on television, I can't see him like that.
Well, we're gonna get to that in a minute, but
yeah, they are beefing. Like, well,
they are beefing.
So
I mean,
seemingly
Jimmy was pissed off last night. Was pissed off last night that Jay threw him out, but I mean,
that's only because Jay got hot with his entrance and he got over like gangbusters during that time. And there's nothing that Jimmy does that he's over with. Like, you're only here because you're associated with Jay. If it wasn't for Jay, bro, Jimmy would be in catering still. What the hell is it? This shit keep falling down. Okay. But are we working towards Jimmy versus Jay 2.0?
It sure looks like it.
What do y'all think? Do y'all think we working towards Jimmy and Jay 2.0? And does that match need a world championship with it?
Fuck no. No.
I still have nightmares of that WrestleMania match.
No. Hell no. 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 Do not need a title for that. I mean, I definitely see it coming. I see it coming.
Yeah.
Maybe a situation where, you know, Jay is, you know, transitioning even more to Roman, and if Jimmy beats him, then he's free. If he doesn't, then Jimmy has to fall in line. But that brings back the bloodline, and we don't fucking want that.
Let me ask y'all this. I'm talking to everybody, including you. If we put the belt on Jay and we go off and do the Jay and Jimmy thing, where does that leave Braun Breaker? All this goodwill you done built up, that turn that just happened, where does that leave Braun Breaker? We got to think about this, y'all. Like, I'm not saying that we can't circle back to Jay and Jimmy, but we just did that 2 years ago. And right now, you have the opportunity to continue cementing 2 up-and-coming talents. With no title, without no titles, there's only so much terrorizing you can do without any championships.
Braun needs the title.
Facts.
Braun needs it. CM Punk does not need a championship to be relevant. Braun absolutely needs it.
And I'm more intrigued by CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. All right, my boy. I appreciate that. For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. You know we're gonna lock back in. I've been slipping on your channel, cuz, but I'm gonna lock back in with you. So I'm asking y'all if we goes to Jimmy J and we put the belt on Jay, where does that leave Braun Breaker? My boy said terrorizing, but it's only us. Okay, let me give you a comparison. Look at the MFTs. They've been terrorizing shit, right? They've been terrorizing things on SmackDown, right? By and large. How does it feel without any championships? It feels less than.
Well, they were champions, weren't they?
When they first got there, but that was before they was branded as the MFTs.
Who did the Wyatts beat for the titles? The Street
It was
Profits, right?
a fatal. I think it was a fatal 4-way, wasn't it? Between them, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Okay, never mind. It wasn't the Wyatts. Okay.
I say Braun
I
and
wouldn't
Bronson.
I wouldn't necessarily say that the MFTs are garbage because there's a lot of talent in that group. It's just the way that they're being booked.
Right, you don't care about it.
Yeah, you don't care because the way that they're being booked. But Jimmy versus Jay is something that, I mean, like you said earlier, you still have nightmares about that WrestleMania match.
Terrible. That was a terrible match.
Like the build up to it was better than the match itself.
Now, Bearded, if Seth wasn't hurt, we was going there at one point. Not necessarily the IC belt.
Yes, the Bronson and Braun were going to win the tag team championships if Seth hadn't gotten hurt. Now we have to fast track everything. So,
but
if the plan was for Braun to win the title, then we're fast tracking to that.
Right. And the thing is, specifically for Braun Breaker, that is. I mean, it's so confusing saying Braun and Bronson, but anyway, for Braun Breaker, him getting the IC belt for a third time, that's a step backwards. We've been there, done that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I love Dominic Mysterio, but the IC belt, even with him having it, it feels cold. The belt feels cold. Like maybe not Dom as a character, and I'm not trying to segue to Dom, but not Dom the character, but as far as his reign as the IC champion, like, when we look back in the annals of history, is it gonna have that Mr. Perfect type of reign? Is it gonna have that Bret Hart type of reign? Is it gonna have that Roddy Piper type of reign? Razor Ramon, Chris Jericho, Christian, Shelton Benjamin, RVD, so on and so forth.
You're listing people that had a great run. I mean,
will it even be Shelton Benjamin from 2004 and 2005?
Probably not.
Look, not Dom the character, just the IC belt and the way it's been presented on television.
Yeah,
no,
comments.
That's his character.
Him looking like Eddie is by design.
Yeah, that's definitely by design for sure.
Because he's a heel. He's a heel, and he's going against his dad, and he's been saying that his real dad is actually Eddie. So why not have him start to look like fucking Eddie?
Which is storyline continuity from 2005. I would play up more.
You want to talk about some long-term booking?
Yeah, I would play up more of that long-term booking. That he's really a 20+ year vet, which is crazy, by the way. But
no, we all love Eddie. I mean, we all love Eddie Guerrero.
Love Eddie. I like that he's incorporating the Eddie spots. But we gotta speak on this one.
We've said what we've said. I think I agree that yes, Braun should be next in line.
Braun is next in line, man.
He gotta be. I will concede. I really thought because they started a program while Seth was not hurt that seemed like we were heading towards CM Punk versus LA Knight. We like it seemed it was headed that way, and they could have continued that. And it doesn't matter if you had the match. It kind of seems like Braun and Bronson are gonna fuck that match up. It definitely seems that way. I mean, being left out of the Battle Royal and this and that, it just really seems like they're just gonna come out and wreck whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Wreak havoc, yeah. On that match, leave everybody laying, no champion. And
now I'm gonna address this right quick. He'll never wrestle like Eddie. That'll never happen.
The title stays vacant till Survivor Series.
Yeah, I would
Then you get a fatal 4-way with CM Punk, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, or LA Knight.
I don't want LA Knight match.
And Braun walks out as the new champion.
You could do it as a triple threat. No LA Knight. Because it's just going to result in LA Knight taking another loss. So, I mean, it's only so much losing you can do before you turn into Dolph Ziggler. And he's getting that way fast.
He really is.
But we got to comment on SmackDown right quick in case you people missed it. Ilya Dragunov is the new United States champion. And how do my people out there in podcast land feel about that? Yeah, eventually.
I believe eventually, yes, they will. They will. Absolutely.
Eventually. Unless they interfere in mid-match. That's my prediction of what's gonna happen at Saturday night's main event. Both of them is gonna ruin the match. And there's gonna be no finish.
What do we
you think you think Ilya Dragunov winning the United States Championship is bullshit? Let me know, Bearded. How is that bullshit? What you think about it?
My thing is I've never been a big fan of somebody being gone for X amount of time and then their first appearance back, they win a title. But it's also Sammy's call. Sammy's the one that wanted to elevate him. So in this particular case, I'm okay with it.
Because we always state when you book people to win championships, you also have to book how they're going to lose this championship. When just like we're sitting here saying that Braun Breaker is the next guy in line, you also got to keep in mind who eventually is going to beat Braun Breaker for said championship. And it's not going to be Bronson Reed.
Now, wait a minute, Beard. Look, we did not get much of a sample size of Ilya Dragunov on the main roster because within 3 months he was hurt. So it's not exactly fair to say he's not appealing enough because we did not get to see what he can do in the 3 months that he was on the main roster. So I don't agree with that at all. It's not fair to say that, really.
Let me ask you this, Bearded. Let me ask my boy this. Before Sami Zayn got this title, what was appealing about the United States Championship? Because he's an up and coming. The rationale I have is he's an up and coming star, and he beat a solidified star. See, this is the process of making stars. Like, we can't keep having the established beat the unestablished, because then how does the unestablished become established? CM Punk said this when he left the company in 2014. He said, "How can you tell me I can't get over if you never put me out there in the main event to get over?" That's tough. Like, you have to go out there on TV and be appealing. And honestly,
Ilya Dragunov is one of only 6 people that have beaten Gunther.
Right, and maybe that might not hold no weight to some people, but that's a major claim.
Shit. One of only
Considering
6
he's been in
people.
the company for like 4 years. He's been in the company for 4 years now. And I believe they said what he's been a champion 80% of the time he's been in the company.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's your opinion.
I got you.
You're
Baby.
absolutely entitled to your opinion.
Now, what I would like to see next, Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes.
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
It's time.
yes.
It's time. It's time we start featuring Carmelo Hayes a lot more than what we got.
It is time for Carmelo to, man. Like it's time for Carmelo to get his rub.
I'm a level with you right quick, Bearded. I'm not a fan of UK wrestling. It don't appeal to me, but certain ones I do like William Regal, like Gunther, obviously.
Man, who is your cup of tea?
Not facts. Who do you like?
I mean,
my nigga are like Stephanie. Count one. Matter of fact, I'll take a shot for it. Very nice. My boy, Edo Brass Ducks.
I like William Regal. I mean, but like before he got hurt, he was getting ready to take the WWE by storm. Like he was, man.
I think he also had the unfortunate ability of coming up at a time where Austin was a thing, Taker was a thing, Rock was a thing, and that was tough sledding. Now in 2008, when he won King of the Ring, they was for the push him, but he failed a wellness policy, and as they say, the rest is history.
Yeah.
But
speaking of Stone Cold, have you heard the report that he's coming back?
His podcast coming back.
He's coming back
to do what?
Like I don't know. Like
the closest thing I heard about Austin to return was his podcast coming back, but it would be under the WWE umbrella. That's the closest I've heard of.
I thought I read that he was actually going to come back for an on-screen role, but I don't know what. I mean,
but then that'll put AJ on SmackDown. I like AJ on Raw. Honestly,
I do too. I think he has more opportunities on Raw.
But since we're counting down the last final months,
since we're talking about AJ Styles, him and Dragon Lee just won the tag titles.
Yeah, facts. Now, hold on. Since we're in the last few months of AJ Styles, I don't think he needs the world champion or the United States champion or Intercontinental Championship to sell what he got going on. He's just like CM Punk, John Cena, to where the name sells itself. There's other young and up and coming talent that could use that. Like, okay, like him and Dragon Lee being tag champions, that's great for a Dragon Lee. Because think about it. Since he's been on this roster, he's felt like such an afterthought. He's been in that place that we keep talking about, Penta, to where Penta don't feel as special. Dragon Lee definitely don't feel as special. Ray Phoenix don't feel as special. Pretty much, I'm not making this a race thing, but all the Hispanic wrestlers outside of Dom don't feel special. And Stephanie, obviously. But them outside of them two, the others don't feel special. Where's Legado del Fantasma?
Why you no love Penta?
Where's Ray Phoenix? Where's Joaquin Wild?
The guys, the one guys from Legado, they wrestled on SmackDown last week, I thought. Didn't they?
Did they win?
No. They wrestled Ray Phoenix and I can't remember who the fuck they wrestled, but it. No, they wrestled the Motor City Machine Guns. That's what it was.
It's
That's right.
phenomenal.
Yes. No. I like. I like AJ and Dragon Lee because he's actually elevating Dragon Lee.
Right. It gives Dragon Lee real screen time.
And
more screen time than he was having at first.
And it takes the titles off of Finn and JD, which they weren't doing shit with them anyway.
Can anybody guess the last time that the Judgment Day defended the tag titles? Do anybody know?
Wasn't it against the New Day?
No, not who it was against. I'm just saying when. The last time they defended their titles. Can anybody in the chat tell us? We'll give y'all a few seconds to answer that.
It's been a while. It's been a while, actually.
Well, before last night, Wes. Before last night, Wesley.
All right, Wes. All right, we see you. We see you, boy. We see you.
He over here working that Matt Striker gimmick, that Lanny Poffo.
We see you.
But no,
we see you.
But no, seriously, like before last night, when was the last time the tag titles was defended? I can tell you. I just want to see if anybody else can get it.
I'm drawing a blank because I stopped caring about the tag titles being with them. So go ahead and tell us.
All right, it was in July, the end of July. And what month is this? This is the end of October, August, September, October. No defenses. Since they won these tag titles, this is only their second time defending those titles. So I asked, right? So I asked. Well, what's crazy is the Judgment Day has been on television.
They have
like the Judgment Day since its inception has taken up a lot of realty. They taking out a lot of realty space on this TV show.
They get they get almost one segment per show. Sometimes more.
They had 3 or 4 segments.
I know.
And we've been telling the story of this dissension within the Judgment Day for the last 3 years. And you only defended these tag titles twice? With last night being the second time?
Like I said,
we got to do better.
Like I said, talk about not giving a shit.
So let me ask you this. Going forward, what do y'all think? I'm asking everybody this. What do y'all think is the future of the tag division? Now that AJ Lee, wow. Now that AJ Styles,
that is pretty much what they call him. They call him AJ Lee.
And now AJ Lee has the tag championships. Where do you see the future of the tag team division on Raw, not specifically?
Well, I can see the titles being defended more.
What other tag teams are there on Raw? The New Day, the War Raiders, Alpha Academy, the Vision. But we just said that's a downgrade for them.
Let me tell you something. All right.
I'm listening.
Last night, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were taken out of that battle royal,
which was logically smart, according to storyline. That is,
but Otis and one of the War Raiders was in there. We haven't seen Otis in months, and here he is
since the AAA pay-per-view.
And
Worlds Collide, whatever it was.
Here he is in a battle royal, which we knew damn well he wasn't winning, but
Let me ask you this though. There's two reasons why you don't have division in the battle royal.
Well, I'm not saying they should have been in it. I'm not saying they should have been in it, but I kind of thought maybe they were going to cause a little bit of havoc last night, but they didn't.
But you did that already. You're the reason why we're having no battle royal in storyline. In storyline, that is. And how do you put them in the match and don't have one of them win it?
That's a good point. I thought the segment with Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce was pretty funny though. Say please.
Which was a spin off of the segment that kicked off.
What Braun told him. He said, I'm gonna need that title. He said, say please.
And I'm glad you did that because this is a perfect segue. That promo that started off Monday Night Raw last night with Paul Heyman talking about Seth Rollins, and then with Becky Lynch approaching Paul Heyman backstage. Please, 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 not another babyface turn for Seth Rollins. Can we? You know what? Let me put this keyboard down. Let me straighten up in this seat. Can we all admit, or maybe I'm the only person? Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I'm the only person here. But is Seth Rollins approaching Big Show level of heel turns, face turns? Because Big Show is the king of heel turn, face turn, heel turn. And now the way it's getting presented on television, the way that Paul Heyman cut their promo on Seth Rollins, the way that Becky approached Paul and what Paul had to say to Becky, it leads one to believe that they will be booking Seth Rollins as a babyface when he comes back. And how do you feel about that?
Well, first off, I think the Big Show, I believe he turned heel face 3 times in one show, if I remember correctly.
Facts.
But man, enough is enough with this. I mean, Seth Rollins was a heel when he got taken out. Let him come back as a heel.
Because him and Becky together as a heel on-screen couple is better than Seth Rollins being the face. Because we already established and we already know that Becky and Seth are a married couple in real life.
Absolutely. And if you don't know that, then really, if you guys really don't know that for real,
and then with that being said, like, I love this version of Becky Lynch. Like, this is the best work of her career right now. Yes, better than when Nia socked her ass in the face. Yes, better than when she was main event in WrestleMania and all these other pay-per-views or whatever, what have you. I would take Becky right now over that Becky. And it's too soon to put the kibosh on that. Even if we're booking it for 10 months, I know I'm giving a radical number, but let's just run with it for a second. Even if we're booking for 10 months down the line when Seth comes back, I think Becky should go on this heel run for a couple years and win the Women's World Championship off of that. Wink, wink. The moment Becky drops that Intercontinental Championship, the Women's Intercontinental Championship, let me be more specific. That next program will propel her to the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. The Women's World Championship. I shouldn't say heavyweight.
So you're saying you want Becky to beat your girl?
Yes. Yeah, no bullshit. But yes. It should happen. Like, I love La Primera, no bullshit. I ain't bullshit. But if we being honest, it makes a lot of sense for that to happen. And by the time Naomi comes back, boom, Becky and Naomi. I'm just saying. How do y'all feel about that? Later down the line, when Becky loses the Intercontinental Championship to AJ Lee, it propels her to the Women's World Championship, and her and Stephanie, she goes over. I know there's some people out there that thinks about Rhea Ripley, and when will she be the world champion again? But do she need it right now?
No.
She's already established. Like, and I know Becky is established. I know what I'm doing here. I'm playing two established people against established versus established. But Becky and Stephanie could be a great program. Not Stephanie from a promo standpoint, but Becky from a promo standpoint and from an in-ring standpoint.
Okay.
But speaking of in-ring, we got to talk about it. Now, hold on. We got to talk about it. Let me get this down right quick. What the hell? Banners. Oh, tripping. Act like I've been here before. And while we talking about it, please remember that this is your favorite Two Heels shooting the shit
with you,
like we like to do every Tuesday right here on the YouTube, and soon to be on the Twitch and on TikTok. Yeah.
Yep.
And shouts out to my boy TMB talking monkey business with Monkey Man. Yeah, make sure y'all go give my boy a like, a share, a subscribe, and tell him that Two Heels sent you. Your favorite Two Heels sent you. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Bearded doing his podcast on Bearded Conversations, always having riveting and intriguing content on his channel. And when you get there, tell him that Two Heels has sent you. Yeah. Shout out to my boy for sure. Make sure you go tap in with him. His content, riveting, entertaining content, day in, day out. Make sure you tell him that Two Heels sent you there. And shouts out to a friend of the program, Tiger Mike. MLB The Show getting the stream. Yeah. Anything that you like with that MLB, make sure you go check him out over there with Tiger Mike 84 on the Twitch. Make sure y'all get active with him. All right.
But don't forget to tell him that the Two Heels sent you.
Your favorite Two Heels that sent you.
That's right.
Yeah. That we big on that. But okay, we got to talk about it, y'all. Y'all know she my girl. She is. Y'all know I love you, Stephanie Van Kiel Bush. La primera. But we got to talk about that match with her and Roxanne. That was a fucking dud. That is easily the worst match I've ever seen with Stephanie. And Roxanne, for that matter. Now, maybe they was jet lagged. They just got off that Japan tour. You know, they just came from Perth. And I understand traveling across the world, that could jet lag you. And it wasn't a great night at the office. But that match really was...
Left a lot to be desired.
Left a lot to be desired. What did y'all think about that match?
We had a clean finish, but at the expense of a shitty match. I would have rather fuck them.
Right. Now, we'll give Stephanie and Roxanne a little bit of grace because they put out great product in the ring versus terrible product. But this specific week, it just wasn't clicking. Like it just seemed off. Like everything seemed off. I remember at one point they tried to bridge up. And I know when you do the bridge up spot, it's definitely take a lot of core strength to execute that move, at least fluidly. And this week, it just wasn't there. Well, yeah. I mean, most people probably watching the match for that one move. I mean, I love it when she does this. But nonetheless, I mean, and she's the women's world champion. She's the women's world champion now. When you're holding the top title for your respective division, you got to put out a worthy enough product. I'm not saying everything got to be a 5-star match at the Tokyo Dome, Dave Meltzer, but you got to give me something other than below average. What do y'all think about that?
I think you pretty much said it all there, but I don't know. I don't like the fact that Nikki fucking Bella came out, but you're paying her, so you got to put her on TV, I guess.
Nah, that's true. You are paying her.
But it also was a little bit of a hint that Nikki may, I don't know, Nikki may turn on Stephanie at some point. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. To be honest, Nikki is better at. I don't like. Okay, let's just get this out there. I don't like Nikki at all. Like not personally, but the Bellas never did anything for me. Nikki nor Brie, right? Now, but if I had to pick, gun in my head, I had to pick how they get booked. Nikki's better as a heel. They're better as heels. Well, no. Nikki, I'm sorry. Nikki specifically is better as a heel. My boys, I'm on both y'all lives. I fucks with it. Right. I can see Nikki and Steph. I can see Nikki and Steph. If they don't do, yeah, that's Nikki Bella that was dating John Cena. With Becky Lynch having the burn of the year. So still. But yeah, very nice.
Can't see him anymore.
If you don't make the Cena's last match Saturday night's main event purely a one match show, I can see Stephanie, Nikki in a tag match on that show where Nikki turns on Stephanie. Now, yes, it's going to be usurped by Cena's last match, but outside of Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, does it really like the? Oh, it's gonna sound sexist, but I'm not trying to make it sexist when I say this. Does it really matter if the women get usurped? If it's not Rhea Ripley or Becky Lynch? Yeah, Daniel Bryan. Definitely. Or Bryan Danielson. I'm sorry.
Whatever the fuck his name is.
It's Bryan Danielson.
Same damn thing.
My boy Daniel Bryan don't get no love on this channel, cuz.
I mean, I like him, but you know,
I love him. Honestly. Right. It don't matter. If it's not them. And I get what I'm saying. You're usurping your women's world champion, but I mean it's for John Cena. I mean, anybody match. Yeah, anybody in the company will get usurped before John Cena, but you'll have an interesting storyline coming out of Saturday night's main event in December that you could carry over onto Monday Night Raw, onto Royal Rumble. But let's be clear. Let's be fucking clear. About as clear as the liquor in this cup. Let's be clear. This should not be a long program. This should be a wham, bam, thank you, fam. Thank you, ma'am. This should be as long as Maxine and Becky is right now. Because honestly, putting Stephanie, La Primera, no bullshit. Putting her in a match, in an extended program with Nikki Bella does more to bring Stephanie down than it does the elevator. That's just me.
No, you. Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Like I'm with you, Bearded. Like I fuck with my boy.
I feel like we're gonna have at least one more match with Maxine and Becky. Maybe no disqualification, just something.
Yeah,
something where we have to have a clear winner, and I think that is where AJ is gonna make her return.
Because so far Becky has not beaten Maxine.
She has not.
Which
2 times.
Let's talk about Maxine for a second. This is great for Maxine. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy for her.
Absolutely great for her.
Due to the fact that WWE, TKO specifically, has cut out house shows, and they say even next year they're gonna cut down on even more house shows. So people like the Jade Cargills, the Maxine Dupree's, the people of those of the world, right? They don't get a lot of practice in front of a live crowd. So therefore, they're trying to put it together on Monday Night Raw. But
That's
thankfully, you have her in the ring with someone like Becky, who's really getting the most out of it, to be honest. And yeah, this last match that they did yesterday, it wasn't better than the first one, but it wasn't terrible. It's not going to be my favorite Becky Lynch match ever, but
terrible at all.
it definitely wasn't terrible. And honestly, that's the first time I ever seen a spot like come on, we didn't see Kurt Angle and Ken Shamrock do the ankle lock for years, right? And we've never seen the ankle lock get countered like that, or a move get countered and transition into the ankle lock like we did.
We do. We do.
Yes, we agree. We agree on that, Beauty, for sure. You need house shows.
You're gonna take away the one thing that these people have to practice, and that's gonna be a mistake. That's gonna be a mistake because if you don't have the live events to put people together to see how the crowd reacts to them or whatever, you're just gonna throw them on live TV and it's gonna be a debacle.
I think they're going to change the way that they scout talent. I think they're not going. I think they're going to shot. Okay, this is a little bit off subject, but we got to talk about it. Yeah, because you brought up a very good point. I think they're going to change the way that they scout talent. Remember that from 2006, the Diva search. Remember when it was in the Diva era where they're going to go find gymnastics, cheerleaders, and they're trying to teach them to be professional wrestlers. Now they're trying to phase down on that and going after the Stephanie Van Kiers, the Lyra Valkyras, the Rhea Ripleys, the people that actually went and established themselves wherever you're from, Ireland, Australia, Germany, however, wherever, Mexico, Chile, wherever. They're going after the people that's established themselves on that circuit to where you at least have a foundationary piece. They don't have to teach you the fundamentals and the foundationaries of being a professional wrestler. Now, obviously, there's a catch to everything, right? And the downside of that is you're going to now start getting wrestlers that, and it's for the men too. So let me not just say women, just the men, just in general. Now you're going to start getting wrestlers that has 15, 20 years experience. But by the time you get them, they're already going to be where Kevin Owens is right now, meaning your body is banged up. You have a short shelf life. You're not going to be able to be on top as long, et cetera, et cetera. The Javon Evans of the world, those type of guys, they're going to start being the anomalies now because he's 19. He doesn't have a lot of experience, honestly. I mean, you can't if you're 19. I think that's the way I look at it. I think they're just going to change the way, due to the fact that they're cutting out house shows, they're going to change the way that they scout talent. Now, I hate that they're cutting out house shows, but
I still don't understand why they would cut out house shows. I mean, that's more money that you can charge people.
But that's the thing. They already making the money off these off these pay-per-views. They hitting us over the head.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting the fuck out of us.
I've established that I have pretty much established and come to terms with the fact that I will probably never see another PLE.
I'll see it.
Live.
I'll see it. ESPN Unlimited. Yeah.
I said live.
$30 a month.
I'm talking about like in the crowd.
No, I'm being funny. Believe it or not, y'all, to this day, I've never been to a wrestling event. Mm-hmm. But we kind of went through this, but we didn't talk about it like in length. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
But what is next for LA Knight after yet again falling short in his quest for the world championship? What do y'all think is next for him? I'm gonna give the chat like 2 minutes to type up their response to that.
Maybe we should get the Jeopardy thing playing. God damn. This woman just brought me a damn lasagna. All right.
All right, I'm here. My bad, y'all. I had an impromptu bathroom break. But
Hey.
Bearded boy. Bearded, you my boy, dog. I ain't bullshitting.
I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, who exactly do you like, Bearded? Because it doesn't seem like you like anybody.
He like us. But no, for real. But I agree with him though. Like, I just can't see him with the belt. Like, I'm serious when I
belt at all.
I can't. I want to. Like, let me be clear. I want to, but I can't. Because I'm serious, bro. Like,
that's
he's
I don't know if I agree with that.
Look. No. I definitely agree with it from this standpoint. He's actually average in the ring. There's nothing that he does that's great in the ring. But his character, his promos, I love it. Catchphrase, love it. Like, obviously, yes, we know. Obviously, we know he's a play off The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. But like he said, if they're the two most successful people in this industry outside of Hogan and Ric Flair, obviously, if there are two of the most successful people out of this industry, why wouldn't I emulate that? Why wouldn't I do that? Because remember what Ric Flair said. How do you hold? In what regard do you hold Ric Flair? Arguably the greatest of all time, correct?
Yeah, arguably, yeah.
But what did he say? He said he got his stick from who? Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes, yeah.
Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. And I got to tell you about Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen.
Why couldn't we?
Case in point. Why couldn't
we put the belt on him? I mean, hell, listen to me now. Hear me out.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
You put the title on Jey Uso
because he was over as fuck,
and it flopped. For the most part, it flopped because he ran out of gas.
I won't disagree. I won't disagree.
He couldn't handle it. Why not give LA? Why not give him just one chance to see? You know, I know there's got to be somebody out there.
I'm gonna pour a drink for that. I'm listening. Go ahead. You got the floor.
There's got to be somebody out there that you know. Okay. You're gonna need to pour a drink for me after that comment.
Okay, look, check it out. Check it out. Go ahead. We're gonna address this in 1 second.
I'm just saying, why not give LA one chance? I mean, if it flops, it flops. You do what you did with Jay. You take it off of him, but at least give him a chance.
Okay. Now let me ask you this.
You know, go ahead.
Knowing the mistake you made with Jay, too much too soon. If the expression is you know better, you do better. Knowing how LA Knight has been positioned on television, what would putting the world championship on him do? Because remember what we say, the moment you win the championship, the follow-up matters. The follow-up, two things. The follow-up matters, and who's gonna beat him for this championship. His push was massive, but
Too
and
much.
the thing that sucked about Jey Uso in the ring, like, look, shout out to my boy Casper. I fuck with him. That's my brother. But he doesn't do anything in the ring for me. Jey Uso, that is.
He's an entrance.
He's an entrance. LA Knight is catchphrases in a promo. You got to be able to do at least something. Like, we live in a time to where everybody is pretty good in the ring. Like I know I'm talking about two different companies, but just follow me for a second. The most average wrestler in AEW is a great in-ring wrestler. Can we agree on that?
Who are we talking about?
In AEW, the average wrestler, okay, maybe I shouldn't say great. The most average wrestler on AEW television is at least good in the ring.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, LA Knight, he's not good in the ring. He's serviceable. He's not good. Now, Jey Uso, again, he's serviceable. He's not good.
Gotta wait 2 more years for that.
Leave Jon Moxley where he's at. Because on WWE television, he's just going to be Dean Ambrose.
He can't.
And really,
he can't do
really
anything like what he's doing over there.
And really, yeah, that. And really, excuse me. Excuse me.
That motherfucker's over there fucking putting bags over people's heads, trying to suffocate them and fucking drown them in a fish tank. I mean, can't do that shit in WWE.
And at this point, LA Knight specifically, do you got LA Knight over Cody Rhodes?
No.
As boring as Cody is, character-wise, do you got LA Knight over Cody Rhodes? No. Do you got LA Knight over Drew McIntyre?
No.
Nope. Do you got LA Knight over CM Punk? That's a resounding no.
No. But I think I think if you had actually put that program together for Saturday night's main event, you could have had LA go over as the heel and then CM Punk take the title from him later. Like, you could have gave him like a 4-month title reign going into WrestleMania. But
Bearded, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you in the right spot, dog. You a heel for real. Like,
really
D Black. Hey, D Black is one of my favorite heels, but you might be taking his spot. Speaking of D Black, I ain't seen my boy in here all day.
I haven't either.
Cody, okay. Cody his presentation is stale.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got. His presentation is just stale. Now,
I wouldn't put LA over Cody. I wouldn't put LA over Drew.
Not over Punk.
I wouldn't put him over Punk unless they were actually going to go into a program together.
Stupid. You fucking stupid. That's funny as fuck, Bearded dog.
See, I really thought he should have won that.
What?
I'm staring at it too.
What?
It made me completely pause what I was saying because
Bearded, my boy. No. See, we was doing good. No. Like, look. I love LA. Yeah. I mean, I incorporate, and almost everything I say.
Mm-hmm.
But Drew is doing the best work of his career. It just sucks. Okay. You know what? I'm willing to meet you halfway. the way that Drew has been presented on television, the way he keep taking L after L in all these major matches, just like LA Knight, I could probably see why you wouldn't. They could be interchangeable, but minus presentation, right? Because they don't have no control to a degree. They don't have no control over the way they present it, right? If we were to just put it together in a microcosm, LA Knight promos, in-ring ability, over with the fans. Would that be presentation? Okay, in-ring ability and promo. Drew, in-ring ability, promo. I think Drew is better in the ring. Promos, I'm going to take LA Knight. If you take social media off the table, Drew promo is not bad. It's good, but not in the same vein when he's able to utilize social media. Because some of the best shit is when he be in the middle of a ring, in the middle of a match, and he go next to you and take a picture and say, "Boy, that worked." I was loving it.
That was pretty fun. That was some funny shit.
I was loving that. Okay, I'll take that.
Drew McIntyre. No, they absolutely played him. I mean, Drew should have been had his due a long time ago.
Y'all know, there's two things we advocate on this channel for La Primera, no bullshit. And Drew needs to get his due. I'm gonna keep saying it I'm gonna scream from the mountaintops.
Oh, there's D.
There's that Black. Very nice. There go Black. There you go.
Absolutely better.
Okay,
no joke at all. I mean, I agree with that.
Okay, now we
all I was saying, my case was you gave it to Jay, so why not? I mean, I don't understand why you couldn't possibly give LA Knight a run just to see if I don't know, maybe
Wesley, are you still here? I know Wesley will feel me on this, and you will too after I say this. Pause. Sometimes the chase is better than the ring itself.
And there's Ash.
Ashley, ain't seen you in a couple weeks. Ashley, you been cheating on your two favorite heels. Oh boy, but not for real. No, all bullshit aside, all jokes aside, serious business right here. Like sometimes the chase is better than the reign itself. Because let's be clear about something. Well, I know we spoke a lot about Jay in the last couple of minutes. Boy, but the chase was better than the reign. Even when he was chasing after the Intercontinental Championship, the chase was better than the reign.
Well, goddamn, how long are we gonna have him chase it? He's been chasing it for 3 years now.
It's unfortunate timing, bro. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but that's just what it is. It's unfortunate timing. Because no matter how we feel about Drew, he was never bigger than Roman.
He's
not bigger.
Go up and pull up D's comment.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you
by far.
I'm gonna tell you the one thing I got tired of hearing about over 2 WrestleManias. Finish the story. I got so tired of hearing that. Was I glad when he finally beat Roman? Absolutely. God, I got tired of hearing finish the story.
The only thing I'll change about that match, but for obvious reasons it didn't happen, Austin would have been out there instead of The Undertaker.
Obviously.
But yes, in some cases, the chase is better than the story. I mean, better than the actual reign. Oh, excuse me. It's only certain people like The Rock's The Rock's first and second title reign, that was pretty good. Austin's second title reign, so that's after the whole Kane situation, was better. I even like speaking of the Rock's first reign, we are coming up on the 20-year anniversary. Slowly, we almost getting there. The 20-year anniversary of Deadly Games. But man, in most cases, that's basically what I'm saying. In most cases, the chase is better than the reign itself. And that's what I was saying, Wesley. Like, do you feel me on that? That Drew, Jay, his chase is better than the reign itself. And I feel like that's where LA Knight is gonna be.
But I mean, isn't LA Knight eventually going to get tired of the way he's being booked and take his talents elsewhere?
No. Because for one, they got hella merch money out there in that TKO business. I ain't bullshitting. And then if where else are you gonna go? Where you gonna go? TNA, that's pretty much WWE light. New Japan, what you gonna do in New Japan?
You can go
AEW.
You
just be a guy. You'll be a part of the Don Callis family. Yeah.
The Don Callis family starting to feel like the NWO.
And unfortunately, I mean, that's just where we are with that, bro. Like the chase between LA Knight, Jey Uso, and
I'm just saying,
and Drew.
Okay, I get the whole chase thing, but I mean, this motherfucker's been chasing this title for 3 years.
Austin, okay. Y'all remember Austin's first y'all remember Austin's first title reign? That was April of 98.
Mm-hmm.
He chased that title from June 1996 to April of 1998. Now, some things was out of his doing because the Shawn Michaels, I Lost My Smile, and the whole bullshit with him and Bret Hart. But nevertheless, that's just the way it shakes out sometimes. Everybody's not gonna be Brock Lesnar the way you get skyrocketed to the belt immediately. Everybody ain't gonna be Hulk Hogan to where you skyrocket to the belt immediately. The Rock came in Survivor Series 1996, and by November of 98 is when he won his first championship. Yes. Taker came in Survivor Series 1990, Tuesday in Texas 1991 is when he won his first championship.
I thought he came in 89.
Not 90. 89, he was still in WCW. Okay. Twin Towers, him and Dan Spivey.
That's right. I remember. Okay. Yeah, and then 1991. 1991 Survivor. 1991 Survivor Series, wasn't it? It was 1990.
1990.
No. He came in 1990, and then 91 Survivor Series was the match with Hogan, and then they had the Tuesday in Texas shit, didn't they?
Tuesday in Texas, then Survivor Series.
No. Tuesday in Texas was the way to give Hogan the belt back because of
no. Taker won it on Tuesday in Texas.
No, he didn't.
I promise you, he did, brother.
No, Hogan won it back Tuesday in Texas.
All right, quick.
Taker won it at Survivor Series when Ric Flair put the chair in there, and he
that was Tuesday in Texas.
Huh?
That was Tuesday in Texas.
No, it wasn't. Hogan won it back Tuesday in Texas.
We about to see, brother.
I'm gonna sit here and eat my lasagna while you look that shit up.
Oh, damn. That lasagna good to the motherfucker, ain't it?
What was that?
It tastes better. It tastes better than Crow, I tell you that.
Yep.
It tastes better than Crow. Undertaker first World WWE World Championship was won on November 27, 1991. During the Survivor Series event, he defeated Hulk Hogan, a prominent figure in WWE at the time, to claim the title. I stand corrected. That's an
And
ugly ass name, Mark
Hogan
William
made
Calloway.
a big deal out of the tombstone. Said that Taker
Call
almost broke
Linda.
his neck. Call Linda,
Yeah.
you got me, brother. And that's why they came up with the Tuesday in Texas to put the belt back on Hogan. Taker was supposed to get a reign.
You got me. You got me. You got me.
You couldn't have a title reign with Hogan around.
See, and honestly, y'all, like I understand, like, hold on, let me get this banner down. I understand politics and all that other whatnot, but again, even with Taker, the chase was better than the reign. Like if you're not gonna be the top tippy top guy like a Hulk Hogan, like a Stone Cold, like The Rock, like I mean, if you don't like it, I mean, you might not agree with this one, but I'll say his name, Triple H. The chase more likely is gonna be better than the reign itself. But if you don't want us to keep chasing and you want us to reign supreme, very nice. But if you don't want us to be chasing and you want us to reign supreme, make sure that you continue to subscribe to your 2 favorite heels shooting the shit
with you,
like we like to do every Tuesday. And make sure you go and like, share, and subscribe to my boy Talking Monkey Business with Monkey Man over there on the YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my boy Bearded Conversations over there on the YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to For Show TV over there on the YouTube. Hold on, let me take that back. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our friend of the channel, our boy's boy, very nice, Tiger Mike 84 over there on the Twitch. Yes, sir. My bad, y'all. We just had to get the commercials out the way.
I thought you were getting ready to.
Hey, Triple H. Yeah, no, Triple H. I said his name. 3 favorite heels. Yeah, with you. No bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, we're kind of beyond the whole chase thing. I mean, it's been 3 years, but but
Benoit.
at the same time, when you put the belt on somebody, you have to have it in mind already who's going to take it from them. So,
facts.
In this case, the only person to do that would be CM Punk.
But I like CM Punk versus Cody for the WWE Championship. I like that.
We have to transition to that.
And
transition to that because you got to get CM Punk over to SmackDown.
We can't do this forever. We can't avoid each other forever.
Can't avoid each other forever. No, I get that. He said it, and there's that. That's the thing. There's nothing in WWE that is said or done that doesn't mean something.
Generally, yes.
So when he told him we can't keep avoiding each other, or we can't avoid each other forever, I mean, that definitely shows you that down the line, we're probably going to get CM versus.
Right. And the thing about WWE versus All Friends Wrestling, they hot shot the territory. And what I mean by hot shot, they run through all their marquee matches to where in 2 years, you done ran out of big time matches. Like, okay, Mercedes Moné, you done ran through all the matches that she could do. 12 belts, Mercedes, at this point.
By the way, she's up to 12 now.
Very nice.
No, not very nice. That's fucking stupid, but
it's good for them. Shit. I mean, honestly, it's probably the only time I'll talk about AEW in this vein, but it's actually pretty smart. It's not AEW doing that. It's those other promotions doing that, but it makes sense only in this regard because it sell tickets. If you a mom and pop promotion, any promotion that's not New Japan, WWE, obviously it sell tickets. And whenever she comes back, because if she wins your belt, Obviously, she got to come back and defend your belt. To lose your belt, it books you for 2 shows guaranteed. That's just a business move.
But I don't think she's ever going to lose any of those belts. I believe
the ones that are active.
People have talked about it. There is a clause in her contract that states if she goes to another promotion and fights their champion, she has to win.
Who the hell said that?
I don't know. It's all over the fucking place. Because people talk about it all the time. Every time they talk about her winning another belt, somebody has that comment that it's in her contract.
Why would she lose? If this is like, let's just say for argument's sake, we have 2 heels professional wrestling, right? And it's just a regional promotion. Obviously, it ain't national, right? Because the only national promotions are AEW, WWE, and New Japan.
I got you. I'm following.
And if we book a Mercedes Moné on our card, why would we have a regional wrestler book a for show star?
I don't know. In my opinion, I don't see the point in it. But I mean,
it's a business move. Like, I'm sure it's not. It might not be favorable amongst the fans, and I understand why it's not. But it only makes business sense because, again, if she's on your card, she's gonna sell the tickets. There's no way Mercedes Moné is booked on your regional show and it don't sell tickets. Now, when she comes back through here, I mean, but I would have it understood that if we put our belt on you, you have to. We book you for 2 shows. We got you guaranteed for 2 shows. Now, out of the 12 belts, all of them ain't active championships. Some of them are inactive. Now, which ones? I have no earthly idea. But a good few of them are pretty inactive. Hey, man, I mean, if you got that opportunity, I think it would be foolish for you to pass up on that business. And whatever regional women's wrestler you have in your ring with her, that's a rub. That's great experience. I'm willing to bet that would be the most high profile match that women's wrestler had up until that point.
Well,
that's just
she's got 12 belts, but she doesn't have the big one from AEW.
And she shouldn't until she starts losing those belts. She should not.
She's been with AEW for a little more than a year.
Mm-hmm.
And she's only lost 1 match.
Which was the most important match in her entire run in AEW.
Against Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you put the belt on Mercedes? Because it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen eventually. I think she's gonna take it from Statlander at some point. I don't think she's gonna beat Toni for it. I think she's gonna take it from Statlander, but that's later down the line, I think. But I don't know if she's gonna start losing any of those other belts that she has, because then you're putting losses on her. Her character seems to be built off of she doesn't lose.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think that's more of a Tony Khan thing than it is a her thing. And sure. outside of Chris Statlander, outside of Britt Baker's not even on the AEW television. Outside of
home getting paid to sit at home.
There's 3 people in AEW. Mercedes, Statlander, Toni Storm. Everybody else is less than by proxy. And the difference between a Toni Storm and a Mercedes is Mercedes was established. She's a star. She was literally the biggest women's star you had from the day she signed, even bigger than Toni Storm. Sasha Banks was a big deal, was and is a big deal. And I've been saying, I'll say it again. the only reason she's in AEW is to when she eventually comes back to WWE. Because remember, the entire point of content with her in WWE was she wanted Charlotte Flair money, but they didn't see her on Charlotte Flair's level, which she really wasn't at that time, at least. When her and Naomi was running around as the tag champions, she wasn't. She wasn't as big as Charlotte Flair. Whether that's by design or not, it don't change the fact that she wasn't. But now
she is, but
she is, because she's done some things that Charlotte Flair has not. She's been all around the world. Charlotte Flair has not. Charlotte Flair is a WWE product only. And being Ric Flair's daughter isn't marketable enough, not in 2025. Look at how she's getting booked now. Look at what we're saying about her now. Well, not now, but before her and Alexa took off, look what we were saying.
Fair enough. All right, let's go ahead and get back to what we were talking about.
It just things are spiraling into one thing to another. But we got to talk about SmackDown on one more accord. That's why it's called shooting the shit.
That's exactly why it's called shooting the shit. We are shooting this shit with y'all.
Yeah, we are shit shooters.
Shit shooters, yeah.
We are shit shooters for shitting show.
All right.
But now seriously. But now SmackDown. One more thing about SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes. DQ. Hitting Drew with the belt. Heel. Coming.
Well, okay. I thought the same thing at first, and I even told you this the next day. I said, we could have a Cody heel turn loading. And then you're like, well, hold on a minute. And you showed me some things. And, we could chalk that up to a bad night. He was frustrated because he just lost to Seth. And here comes Drew taking out God damn, I just lost it.
Cody having that edge to his character is good for his character. The same way Jay having an edge.
Taking out Jacob, but I mean, but
I hope that's Randy Orton. Now I can't call who that is. My money would be on Randy Orton. Because
be some shit if we get the footage of that night and it ends up being Cody.
No facts. Excuse me.
Because then we definitely would have a heel Cody loading.
Now, I'm with Cody's character having an edge to him because for all the reasons that I think you said a couple times, I don't want to quote you on that. I don't want to lie. I know I've said it. A couple of people I talked to offline, we've talked about it, and Cody's character is pretty boring.
No, I've said that.
Okay, fine. I just want to make sure.
No, you can actually quote me on that because I absolutely said it.
Cody's character at this point has been pretty boring. It's been the same thing. He came back when WrestleMania 2022 when it was in Dallas. Yeah, the same night Austin did the thing with Kevin Owens. Yep. And we got to see something different because eventually he's going to reach that John Cena level where the fans start to resent this. It starts seeming fake. It starts seeming forced. Mm-hmm. 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 And Cody having an edge, it's a little different.
Well, think about it. If Cody had never lost to John Cena at WrestleMania, we'd be talking about him having a 1.5-year title reign right now. And I've gone on record myself and said I don't want to see any more title reigns more than a year because Roman just, And
we're at a point in the company where you don't have to book people the way you booked Roman because you didn't really have no one else on his level to balance out the whatevers. But as far as Jacob being attacked backstage, I would like that to be Randy Orton, honestly.
Jealousy.
Because to me, over the course of time, and my favorite version of Randy. Chat, what is y'all favorite version of Randy Orton? My favorite heel version of Orton was in 09. Like right before the legacy became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
When he was doing that, when it was him and Cena, when he had that I Quit match with Cena at Breaking Point, when he was doing the psychotic disorder thing, when he was in the ring biting on it, I'm like, bro, that shit was crazy.
That shit was crazy. That shit was awesome too.
That was the best version of Randy Orton.
See, this is not WWF anymore. Okay. Back then, you had a wrestler have a long title run to be relevant. You had what? You had Hogan from 84 to 88. You had the Warrior for almost a year. You had Macho Man for, I mean, long title reigns are, I don't know. I don't like long title reigns. I personally don't, because I don't like seeing the same person walk around with the belt. And for God's sakes, we just watched Roman Reigns, 2 years ago, walk around with the belt for 1,316 days. Well, that was the number, but we didn't actually see him that many times, that many days. But the fact of the matter is, Roman Reigns had that fucking title for 4 years. I got bored with Hogan having it for 4 years. And I was a big Hulk Hogan fan back in the day. And I got bored seeing Hulk Hogan have it for 4 years.
Who was around during the Bruno and the Pedro Morales days? For those title reigns. D Black, I know you out there. What was life like when Bruno Sammartino was the champion for like 8 years straight? Bob Backlund had the belt for like 2 or 3 years straight. Mm-hmm. Then Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro Morales.
What was life like? Then Hogan.
Who the fuck wanted to see Bruno Sammartino hold the belt for 8 straight years?
Well,
I mean, damn, if I got bored with Hogan having it for 4 years and I got bored with Roman having it for 4 years, what the fuck would I have been like back in those days?
But that was before TV was a thing, though. At least wrestling being on TV
8
all
years.
The time.
That's a long fucking time.
Because imagine if you had Raw, SmackDown, and monthly pay-per-views back then. Yeah, you probably would have ran bored of Bruno a whole lot sooner.
Mm-hmm. And Backlund had it up until the Iron Sheik beat him, and then Hogan beat the Iron Sheik.
This was in 84, correct?
84, yes.
Damn, bro. That was 9 years before I was even a thing.
I know. But either way. I mean, I didn't start watching wrestling until WrestleMania, the first WrestleMania. So I missed all that other shit before.
Gotcha.
And to be honest, I could probably say with no doubt that I would have got bored seeing someone carry the title for 8 years.
Luckily, they are getting better, or at least seemingly they're getting better with building stars. But I guess the rest is remain to be seen.
Now, let me ask you this. We talking about Braun Breaker being next in line. How long does he hold that title?
See, the difference between Braun
and who takes it from him.
The difference between Braun and everyone else is the way that Braun has been booked on television. He's been booked as a killer to where whoever beats him will be established by proxy. Now, personally, I don't want to see a Jey Uso or Roman Reigns. The closest I would get to established, in my personal opinion, would be maybe Gunther. Maybe Gunther. If I had to pick. Because we all know the Rhodes will, when he comes back, whenever he comes back, Rhodes will lead to him being the world champion. Now, just like Brock Lesnar, when he put the Undertaker streak down, that's the same year they ended up, well, within the calendar year, they ended up booking the SummerSlam Cena versus Brock match where Brock just totally fucked over Cena. And Gunther putting down Cena for his career and then putting down AJ, if that's the way they're going to go, yes, that has to be rewarded with the world championship. And plus, he's the most legitimate wrestler you have on your roster, even though he ain't been on TV and forever. What do y'all think? Chat, what do y'all think? If the belt goes on Braun Breaker, check this out. If the World Heavyweight Championship goes on Braun Breaker.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Who you have? You got more chicken than dumplings?
No, it's lasagna.
Last week you was smacking that shit.
Mm-hmm.
If the World Heavyweight Championship goes on Braun Breaker, who you have eventually dethroned him? I say Gunther. What did the chat say?
Gunther's probably a good choice. Or Oba.
So soon? I like Oba on SmackDown.
Just remember, we were just talking but maybe 2 or 3 shows ago about bringing him up and pushing him to the fucking moon. And
right.
Maybe Becky Lynch.
That's funny.
Damn.
He'll cut Becky Lynch in half.
But,
I know you being funny, but still. Yes.
Okay. We'll give that a chance to stew. There is a rumor going around, rumor and innuendo, that John Cena is going to take the Intercontinental title from Dominic Mysterio at Survivor Series, and then he is going to drop it to Gunther at Saturday night's main event. Now, I'm against this because giving the Intercontinental title to Gunther is a step down to Gunther.
Yep.
But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. You're funny.
I think that the Gunther situation is a very delicate one because it's very easy to undo all the equity and credibility you have built up in him. I mean, it's bad enough he's been off of TV for since SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. Damn, it has been that long. Yeah. He's been on TV for the last 2 months. Excuse me. And luckily, all the equity and goodwill that you had built up in him has led him to still be legitimate even after being off of television for 2 months. If this was anybody else,
usually somebody loses their momentum after being off TV for so long.
Right. And if this is anybody else, if this was LA Knight, if this was Jey Uso, if this was Jimmy Uso, so Dominic Mysterio, so on and so forth, just insert hot wrestler here, not Jimmy, but if we're saying hot wrestler. I was about to say, anyway, if insert hot wrestler here outside of Gunther, it'd be tough for you to maintain the momentum, like you just said. So now that you have, it's easy to insert him back into the picture and it can be justified, especially if he puts down Cena in his final match. Now, I'm not going to put it on par with Brock beating the streak, but it's in the same ballpark. Same vicinity.
That wasn't even supposed to happen.
But it did.
I mean, it did because Taker got a concussion during the match, but that wasn't actually supposed to happen. But either way, no, Gunther getting the Intercontinental title would definitely, in my opinion, be a step down because you've already been world champion.
And you've been the Intercontinental champion when you was on SmackDown.
You made the Intercontinental Championship very relevant. I mean, you kept it for 666 days. It's a very interesting number, but you kept it for that long. Then you...
And make no mistake about it. There's people that's been the world champion, and then they didn't double back and became the IC champion. Jericho, Triple H, Kane, Rey Mysterio.
But this does not work with Gunther.
It doesn't work with Gunther because the way Gunther has been positioned on television.
So, my opinion, no, you do not let Cena beat Dom at Survivor Series and take the Intercontinental title, become a Grand Slam champion, and then drop it to Gunther. No.
Because why now? Like, my thing is, like, why now? Like, the man's been in the company since June 27, 2002. Why now?
Also, for any of you that think that, after December 13th, we're going to get another John Cena match, he shut that shit down last Friday when he went on a talk show and he said, no, I am not. He said, December 13th, 2025 is my last match in WWE ever.
Not appearance, obviously. He's still going to make appearances.
He's going to make appearances. There's no way he's not going to make appearances over the years, but he will not wrestle another match.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. And with that being said, I'm going to pull something up right quick, and we're going to open the floor up with some questions. Got 8 people in here. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, please. All right, let's start here. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. It was just a very interesting article that I seen like a couple days ago. So I had to screenshot it. So this is, I'm going to try to skim through this. This is what happens when you book for the moment. Triple H and the company had to deliver plenty of shockers this year at the main event level, but none of them stuck. Not only did they fail to stick, they were so bad that WWE just dropped them abruptly. It's like that crappy decision to turn Stone Cold heel at Mania 17, but they made several such decisions in one calendar year. Take Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble and challenging for the world title at WrestleMania. It was clearly WWE's attempt to manufacture a wow moment, since so many others were better choices to win the Rumble. Oh, damn, I kind of read that as a ran-on sentence. But anyway, Jay earned the spot as a top guy, but he doesn't belong at the WrestleMania world title match level. Even WWE seemed to acknowledge that, as they hinted in Unreal. Just a couple months after winning at WrestleMania, his title reign ended abruptly. Right back to the man he'd beaten. Then there was John Cena's heel turn, a huge wow moment. Fans had waited years to see what a heel Cena would look like, but doing it during his retirement tour was too little too late. WWE went for shock value again and made it worse by involving The Rock, who never returned to explain his role. The heel turn forced Cena to tone down his crowd-pleasing style, leading to one of the worst WrestleMania main events in recent memory. Facts. And some awkward segments in the months to follow. And just like that, a few months after the turn, it was dropped on a random episode of SmackDown where Cena said someone, The Rock, have forced him to be somebody he's not. Paul Heyman dumping both Punk and Roman to side with Seth Rollins was another moment, but did anyone actually buy that alliance? They had zero chemistry. WWE then created the vision to try to build on it. One of the most forced main event factions ever. Ironically, when Seth and Becky feuded with Punk and AJ Lee, the Bronze and Heyman operated without him. It all felt natural. Oh shit! What they say at the bottom? Come on, my nigga. They had zero. What the? No, they had zero chemistry. When WWE created the vision to try to build on it, one of the most forced main event factions ever. Okay, yeah. Ironically, when Seth and Becky feuded with Punk and AJ Lee in the Bronze, and then the Heyman operated without him, it all felt natural. Seth's inclusion never clicked. I agree on that. And this is the ending piece of that. I know that was a lot to get through. And say, yes, Cena would have turned back babyface before he left anyway. Yes, the vision would have eventually broke up anyway. But the way these were abruptly done were clearly WWE's way of acknowledging that these were bad ideas and they needed to pivot immediately. Again, think Austin's ill-advised heel turn. It's great when a company recognizes that something isn't working and make adjustments. But when it happens over and over within a single year, and when even Royal Rumble and WrestleMania main events are booked purely for short-term moments without long-term logic, it's time to seriously question the booking strategy of the current creative team. So what do you think about that? I'll give my take on it. You want to tackle it first, or you want me to?
According to reports before Elimination Chamber, The Rock wanted Cody Rhodes to turn heel.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes said no, it's not the right time to do it. So they went with John Cena for shock value.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, and my wife's in here.
Mm-hmm.
When Cody told Rock, "Go fuck yourself," and I saw John Cena back there going, hey. I turned to Brianna. I said, look at John back there celebrating like he's not about to turn on Cody Rhodes.
So you called the Cena's heel turn?
I called that shit from the moment Rock came out, because John Cena was still in the ring. Yes, I called it, and I even told Brianna, I said, look at John back there acting like he's not about to turn on Cody. And so then it happened. And then we got one of the worst, if not the worst, main event in WrestleMania history, with The Rock not even showing up. And then The Rock going on Pat McAfee show the next day and saying
how he would have booked it better.
Yeah, how he would have booked it better. And he called the final boss the greatest angle in wrestling history. So, I mean, right there, I kind of feel like his credibility was shot. But he never did explain why he came out on a random, what was it?
Bad Blood.
Was it Bad Blood? And the 3, 2, 1, like what the fuck?
And a throat slash.
Yeah, and what the fuck was that? Like, we never got continuation of what was going on. So, and then you get the whole, well, Cody Rhodes, I want your soul. Cody was right to refuse to turn heel because he knows it's not the right time.
Mm-hmm.
He's the number one guy in the company, whether you like him or whether you don't. And,
Okay.
And yes, John Cena, from the moment he turned heel, I kept telling everyone in my circle, John Cena will turn face before the end of this run. He cannot leave as a heel. He can't. And sure enough, it didn't happen. It happened on a random episode of SmackDown, like you said. You had to have Brock Lesnar come out at SummerSlam and destroy John, not destroy him, but hit him with an F5, which we've seen before. That, maybe the F5 jarred his brain a little bit and he decided, oh, damn, what am I doing? Either way, once Brock showed up at SummerSlam, I told my circle, I said, we are. Hold on, I'm reading that comment. Brock is not a faction person.
That's not Brock Steelo.
That's not Brock. Brock is not a faction person. Yes, Brock is a Paul Heyman guy, but he is not a faction person at all.
Shout out my boy Nate, man. First time I had you in here on the show, at least comment. But that's where the Scooby snacks come from. Very nice. But
I'm
just gonna put a little 2 cents on this comment. I'm gonna let you have the floor right back. Brock Lesnar's whole character, even though the whole Cowboy Brock is a bit out of the realm of Brock Lesnar, and although it was very entertaining, Brock Lesnar and a faction, that never ever was him. And again, I don't think you should put any established wrestler, not advocate, manager, or oracle, but no established wrestler should be in that group because it will undermine Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, including Seth Rollins. Now, as you were saying,
another loose end that we never got tied up. We never found out why Brock Lesnar attacked Cody Rhodes the day after WrestleMania when he was supposed to be in a tag match with him. So, I mean, there's been so many loose ends that never got tied up that we never found out,
it did, but it wasn't vocalized in the sense that Cody's character needed some form of adversity during that realm. I believe that was before he won the WWE Championship.
It was the day after he lost. He lost
right
to Roman the first time.
Right. So his character
he asked for a rematch, and Paul said no, and he said something about a former champion. I can't remember what it was. It was something about a former champion. I can't remember, and that's when Cody got Brock out there, but Brock turned on him, and I don't think we ever actually got an explanation on it.
I don't think either one was needed, but you can surmise this right here. Up until that point, from Cody re-debuting with the company, well, at least debuting as the American Nightmare, his character never had any type of adversity outside of the night before where he lost to Roman Reigns, which again, at that point in time, Cody wasn't ready for the World Championship. But he went and got credible wins under his belt. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is also around the time where he tore his pectoral muscle right after that. Or do I got the timeline fucked up?
No, you got it. I'm just gonna put this up here. Hang on. Hold on. I'm gonna put this up here. All right, Wesley, have a good day, bud.
All right, you too, yeah, for sure, my man. I think Cena should have
that right there. That right there.
Make his first turn more believable by her.
Yes.
I can get down with that.
Absolutely. You can't just all of a sudden say, thank you, Cody, for making me realize, because that was the whole premise of the promo was, thank you, Cody, for making me realize what I'm actually doing. Like, no, you still should have had Cena as a heel. Peace, Wes. You still should have had Cody as a heel, or Cena as a heel against Cody, and then throughout the match, you kind of have Cena kind of transition back, and then you have Brock put the exclamation point on it. But I mean, I don't know, man. There's been so many loose ends over the years that we never got an explanation for. Like I said, a good example is Bad Blood when The Rock came out and 2-1, and then like what the fuck was that? And then also after he did that, they cut to Solo over here talking to somebody saying it's all part of the plan.
We've seen how that ended up working out with Solo.
Nothing ever got explained. No, nothing ever. We never found out what the 3-2-1 and the throat slash meant. I mean, what the fuck, man? But anyway,
I mean, it'll just get thrown on the long list of WWE or wrestling storylines that never had a true payoff. But as far as the Brock Lesnar and Cody thing specifically, I mean, at the end of the payoff was at the end of SummerSlam when Cody beat Brock and they shook hands.
Yeah, that's true.
That was the payoff. Like every payoff ain't gonna necessarily be vocalized or vocally. Well, that's the same thing. Vocally explained.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
Sometimes the match itself is the payoff, the blow off, the finish, the crescendo, if you will.
Right.
But with that being said, at this point, we would like to open up any questions to the chat. Any questions for your boys?
I don't know if I believe that it's too early for Braun to get the title, because, like you said earlier, what do you have to lose? But if he does flop, I mean, it could fuck up his growth.
Well, can it? Like, I don't think his flop could be any worse than Jey Uso's. Can't be. I mean, his like what I man, they probably will never. But WWE need to find some way to bring Scott Steiner back on television. We haven't seen Scott Steiner outside of the Hall of Fame induction, obviously. We haven't seen Scott Steiner on WWE television since 2004. Rick Steiner has never been on WWE television. Outside of maybe an appearance here at NXT, but we talking main roster, Raw, SmackDown, these type of things.
The Steiner brothers were a tag team in WWF.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I was like, wait a minute now.
I'm tripping.
They were the Steiner brothers.
I'm thinking of Stevie Ray.
No, Stevie Ray's never been on WWE. Never been on WWE. Okay. Okay, so let's talk Saturday night's main event for a second. Come on. So are we in agreement that the best finish for that match is going to be everybody just gets laid out?
Yeah, fuck finish. Yes.
So no one wins.
No one wins.
Okay,
you push it.
If you remember what I told you, was it last week or was it the week before? The world title has never changed hands on Saturday night's main event ever.
The main event, huh?
Yes, the title change with Hogan and Andre, that was the main event. I don't think that the title I don't think there should be a winner. I think you should save it for Survivor Series.
Yep. Where you crown Braun Breaker as the new world heavyweight champion. Because that creates intrigue. Because for one, you can also continue the storyline. Yeah, you can continue the storyline with Braun Breaker in place of Seth Rollins to end up getting matched up with Roman at WrestleMania for the World Championship.
So what do you do with Bronson?
Bronson can be the Intercontinental Champion. He's never done that. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he's haven't held any belt during his run in WWE.
He hasn't.
And coming out of WrestleMania, you can start building the dissension between Bronson
Him and Braun.
Reed and Braun Breaker.
There'd be some jealousy there because Braun's the world champion. That story kind of writes itself.
Because the thing about people like Braun Breaker or wrestlers that get booked like Braun Breaker, eventually the fans turn you a face. He's practically Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg morphed into one.
Dude, the fans bark at him when he comes out. Just like the fans sing Seth Rollins' theme to him when he comes out. That's not something that's supposed to happen with a heel.
But the difference between a Braun Breaker, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg is when you're booked like an ass kicker, like a kick ass machine, the fans loves that shit. Versus a Seth Rollins, which after his music cuts off, that's it. That's the be all end all.
Or as they like to say, then the bell rings.
Then the bell rings. Well, I got about another 2 minutes to lead us up here for y'all to draw up any questions you like. Cause next week, week after next, coming out of the Saturday night's main event, we might have something to talk about here.
I think we have something to talk about every fucking week. I mean, even if the shows aren't the greatest, I mean, we can sit here and talk about how bad the shows are.
For sure. But I'm just saying, like something of real substance. Like last week when Braun and them turned on Seth, that was something to talk about.
That was definitely something to talk about because there ain't nobody that saw that coming. That was
not until Seth cut that promo saying he didn't need this, he didn't need that.
Even Seth cutting that promo, I don't think anybody saw it coming. I kind of saw maybe down the line it was coming. I didn't think it was coming that night. What's
Black
favorite color? Red.
Black. Both.
Both.
Two things can be true in that scenario. Depending on how said heel is booked, but generally black, some dark color, black, red. Judgment Day did purple.
Red for this heel.
So, I'm a blue guy.
I mean, you think about it, the NWO, black and red,
black and white,
black and red. I mean.
That fucking laugh is annoying.
It really is.
Annoying as shit.
It does exactly what it's supposed to do. But
man, I can't stand it.
Oh, I know.
I can't stand it.
As we like to say, does it piss you off?
Yes, it does. So it does. It does
doing their job, my brother.
Then it's doing its job. But if you want us to continue doing this job, you thought you were gonna get out the show without me doing it? Yeah, you can hit us up on that Cash App money side, STS JDub, and on PayPal, john.wiley316@gmail.com. And as always, all donations is appreciated.
2 hours and 15 minutes. I am impressed. I thought you were going to do it earlier, but then you started flashing all the.
See, a great heel, very nice. A great heel knows when to pick his spots.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm like Devon in that collection play. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I gotta wrap this up. I gotta go cook. I gotta go cook, man.
He brought back the Reverend Devon. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like Devon in that collection.
Man.
Yeah.
Woo.
But
all right. That's a good yeah.
I'll answer this last question. What do you think they do on Rusev? Well, to me, I've said it on the channel a couple of times. I'll say it again. I think Rusev should be the one to beat Dom for that Intercontinental Championship. For the simple fact that A, Dom can't beat him without cheating. B, He beat Sheamus, and he has to capitalize off of that. In order to make people believable, they have to win matches. And you have to follow up after they actually do win matches.
Yes.
And lately he's been followed up with losses. Now, granted, he's not losing clean. Dom has to cheat to beat him, but that's part of Dom's character. What you got
He
for that?
lies, he cheats, he steals.
Just like his dad, so to speak.
And
But
I'm
sitting there stretching this shit, y'all.
We all know that's Ray's kid. But I mean, he's always said, I mean, he's ever since the whole turn of him on his dad, you know, he's always said Eddie is Eddie's my real dad. he's done that.
We just opening up questions for the panel.
Batista. Oh my god, Deacon Batista. Jeez.
Oh, we covered quite a few. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. It was a lot.
Go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, if you got a question, I mean, it's whatever. It don't necessarily have to be topic eccentric.
Santa Sting.
Old man Sting.
We talking about Santa Sting? Because that's what the
Cauliflower Alley Club Sting.
I mean, he's not wrestling anymore, so he doesn't have to dye his hair black anymore. I mean, he let it, he. But I will tell you, he used a real baseball bat. He used a real baseball bat because you could hear, like, that was definitely not a gimmick bat. He busted that fish tank. Yeah.
He's definitely. I think Sting is 54.
That's 54. He's older than that, isn't he?
I'm sorry, he's 66.
I was about to say 54.
He's 66.
Yeah, I was about to say 54. This moment, you missed like 12 years, but nah. I think okay. I know we don't talk about the other channel very often, but if Tony doesn't start pushing Darby Allin soon, we're talking world champion soon.
To be fair, if we don't talk about Bruno,
no.
Didn't that come from Princess and the Frog?
No, it was what was that fucking movie? Come on, Brianna, help me out.
Christmas Face thing.
God damn, what's the name of that movie? It's a Disney movie. I know that much. Anyway,
if we being fair, if we talking about Darby Allin and AEW and Tony Khan specifically, that entire Hangman Page payoff was supposed to be Darby Allin, but Darby Allin wanted to go climb Mount Everest, so they had to call an audible on that. What we saw, or well, not we, but what was seen, what was shown at Wrestle Dream was supposed to be the payoff of John Moxley dropping.
Yeah, that was it.
Very nice. What we saw, or what was shown, I'm sorry, at Wrestle Dream was supposed to be the crescendo, the climax, the blow off of the Death Riders. But like I said, Darby Allin wanted to go climb Mount Everest. It's tough to book your world championship or a world championship program against a guy that probably going to go kill himself climbing Mount Everest. But obviously he didn't.
Motherfucker did a damn skateboard trick off of Mount Everest.
I ain't the
one.
On that note, y'all, it's been 2 hours and 21 minutes. It's been a great show on this great Tuesday with you great people. Live in our comments, live in the chat. Very nice. Y'all know how we like to end the show. We end it with proper. We end it with class. We end it with style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, STS proudly brings to you its Tag Team Champions of the World. I am not the Road Dogg Jesse James. He is not the badass Billy Gunn, and we are not the New Age Outlaws. And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you. Fuck you. Now, y'all enjoy y'all week. Y'all come back on this Good Friday so I can talk my shit about them New York Football Giants and how we had the historic collapse this past Sunday. Make sure y'all tap in this Friday so we can start talking about basketball because tip-off is tonight. Matter of fact, I think the Rockets finna play as we speak. So I got to go catch that. And you good people, we'll see y'all back on this channel. Same heel time, same heel place. Next Tuesday, well, Friday, but for wrestling, next Tuesday. Peace.
Peace.
Whew.